We will discuss the experiment number 14 to calibrate given conductometer and to determine normality of given sample of strong acid HCl by titrating against strong base sodium hydroxide by conductometer. Then objective of this experiment to understand the concept of calibration and principle of conductometer titration, to learn the construction and working of conductometer, to acquire skill of handling conductometer. Then requirement: instrument, conductometer, magnetic stirrer, burette stand, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, distilled water. These all chemicals used for this experiment. Then principle of this experiment: it is known that the infinite dilution or in very dilute solutions ion act independent of each other and they contribute to the conductance of the solution. Both cations and anions have varying degree of ionic mobilities conductance values. Thus, when a solution of one electrolyte is added to the solution of another electrolyte, the overall conductance will depend whether a reaction occurs or not. If no chemical reaction occurs between the electrolyte solution and other added to it, the overall conductance of the solution will increase. All ions will continue to the conductance of a solution. For example, addition of a sodium nitrate solution to the sodium chloride solution. However, when a chemical reaction occurs, replacement or substitution of ion takes place, and depending upon the ionic substances of replacing and replaced ion, conductance will either increase or decrease. When a solution of sodium hydroxide is added to the hydrochloric acid solution, replacement of hydrogen ion of high mobility with that of sodium with a low mobility takes place and conductance is found to decrease. The principle of conductometric titration is based upon the substitution of ion of one mobility by the ions of another mobility. The conductance will increase or decrease depending upon the mobility of C plus ions is greater or lesser than that of the ion A. Then in conductometric titration, titrant is added in small volume and conductivity measured. Then the point thus obtained after the addition of each increment of titrant is plotted to give a graph which consists of two straight lines intersecting at an equivalence point. Naturally, accuracy of the methods is greater when the angle of intersecting line is more acute. The volume changes by the addition of titrant should not be appreciable. For this titrant of 10 to 20 times concentrated is employed. A correction for dilution effect is made by multiplying the readings of conductivity by factors V is the original volume and small v is the volume of titrant added. Then conductance of a weak electrolyte. Weak electrolyte is largely depend upon the degree of ionization. Okay, conductance of the weak electrolyte is depend upon the degree of ionization, and which in turn is dependent upon the dilution and temperature. Solution of a weak electrolyte are appreciably dilute before titration is carried out. For control of temperature, thermostat agreement may be employed. Then strong acid versus strong base. The experiment is based upon the conductometric titration of strong acid versus strong base. The titration HCl with a sodium hydroxide involve following reactions. At the start of the titration, the acid solution has high conductivity due to highly mobile hydrogen ions. The share due to chloride ions will be smaller because of less mobility as compared to hydrogen. When sodium hydroxide is added to HCl, hydrochloric acid, highly mobile H plus ion is replaced by the less mobile sodium ion, and this will result in decrease of conductivity rapidly. The solution at the neutralization, that is the endpoint containing only sodium and chloride ions, will have a minimum conductivity. Now, if more sodium hydroxide is added, the conductivity will increase owing to the presence of hydrogen ion hydroxide ions, because OH minus ions, hydroxide ion, have more mobility as compared to the sodium ions. Then this is the observation. This is the observation table for conductance of a strong acid by 0.1 molar strong base. There is a volume of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide added, and this is the observed conductance. If titration is carried out at a constant temperature and if the conductivity is plotted against the volume of sodium hydroxide added, graph will be obtained. Then actual practice, the lines may be slightly curved because of the vibration of temperature due to the heat of neutralization, increase in volume of the solution because of addition of a reagent, and interionic effect. In spite of this, the inflection is sharp enough to get the exact endpoint. An important advantage of the conductometric titration is the relative changes in the conductivity is almost independent of concentration of strong acid being titrated. Okay, this is a important advantage of the conductometric titration with the relative changes. Advantage is a relative change in the conductivity is almost independent of the concentration of a strong acid being titrated. This dilute solution can be titrated with almost the same accuracy as concentrated solution. And then this is a principle, and then procedure for calibration as per previous experiment. Procedure: take a given sample of hydrochloric acid 50 ml in 100 ml beaker. Note down the conductance of a solution. Then add 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide with 1 ml increment. Then after each addition, the solution was stirred using magnetic stirrer. The reading was recorded when magnetic stirrer is stopped. Then note down the conductance. Plot the graph of conductance against a volume of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide added. Then determine the endpoint by graph and calculate the normality of given strong acid by formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2. This is a formula for calculate the normality of given strong acid. Calculation part: N1V1 is equal to N2V2. N1 is the normality of HCl, V1 volume of the HCl, N2 is the normality of NaOH, and V2 is the volume of the NaOH. Then after calculation, then put the value of normality of strong acid is put into the result.